Shalom, my dear brothers and sisters in Christ. Let us dive into the Word. In today's readings, we see a similarity where we are called to be witnesses of Christ, to be God's witnesses in the world, to bring His light to others. And as we look at today's first reading, we see this happen between Susanna, the two judges, and Daniel. We see how even in our own lives, how people in positions of power can misuse that power, and they can use it to do some terrible things. But then again, there are people who do stand up to them. There are people who do stand up to speak out the truth. And these people, these little people like Daniel, they are enabled with wisdom so that they can seek the truth and so that the people around them can hear the truth as well, and they know what the truth is. In the psalm for today, it gives us words of reassurance that we are protected, that our trust in God, our ultimate trust in God, has to be there, even when in moments of trials, even when the world seems to stand against us. We rely on His truth. This trust in God, my dear brothers and sisters, is a trust that enables us to be His witnesses, to be witnesses to the truth, because it is God that gives us the ability to speak His truth. And just like in today's gospel, that relationship that Jesus has with God the Father is the same relationship that we should strive to achieve. That closeness between us and God, it enables us to see the truth. And when we are able to see the truth, we are able to see what is wrong with this world. We're able to see the wickedness and the corruption that's all around us. And as such, we are all called to be witnesses to this truth. How often is it, my dear brothers and sisters, that we are seeking the truth daily and that we are standing for the truth as well? Especially when it comes to our own faith. There are many out there who seek to attack our faith. And yet, my dear brothers and sisters, how many of us are there standing ready to defend our faith? How many of us are ready to stand for what we believe in, to be witnesses of God to the world, to be that light for others to see, to be the truth for them to hear? My dear brothers and sisters, there is a lot that we can do, but it all starts with prayer. That prayer in our time, growing closer to God, helps us to know the truth, helps us to see the truth, helps us to listen to the truth. And it also opens up our eyes and ears to see and hear the lies that are being spoken in this world. My dear brothers and sisters, as time goes on, we need this truth to be clear in our heads, to be clear in our minds. How many of us have been lost, wandering, because we have not found that person who has told us the truth? There are many out there who are lost and wandering, my dear brothers and sisters. And they are waiting, perhaps for a Daniel, for someone like us, to help them find that truth, to be the light in their lives. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, let's just reflect in the ways that we are bringing the light to others, the ways that we are being Christ's witnesses to the world. And whenever the situation arises, I encourage each one of you to speak the truth, to stand up for it. And even though we walk in the valley, we walk alone in this world, Christ is there with us in our darkest moments, in our toughest trials. As we bear our crosses, He is there supporting us because He knows how it's like to stand against the world. And likewise, He will help us stand against the world as we speak His truth to all the world to hear. Shalom, my dear brothers and sisters, and have a blessed day.